People may recognize you by your smile, your strength, the way you go about your day as if you have everything under control. But what no one sees are the scars buried deep inside you. Wounds that don't bleed, don't need bandages, can't be stitched up by a doctor, because they're invisible. And it's these wounds that are the hardest to bear. You know what I'm talking about. That emptiness that sometimes makes itself felt at night when you're alone. That feeling that you want to scream, but no voice comes out. You function. You keep going. You laugh when it's expected of you. But inside you, there's something that feels like a silent war. Some call it sadness. Some call it depression. Some just call it bad days. But you know it's more than that. It's stories that were never told. Losses that no one noticed. Disappointments that you swallowed so no one would see how vulnerable you are. And it's those swallowed tears that burn the longest. Do you know why these wounds are so hard to heal? Because they are invisible. No one sees them. No one recognizes them. No one reaches out to you because everyone thinks you're fine. And maybe you've convinced yourself that you're fine. But the truth is, you carry burdens that no one should carry alone. The world tells you, be strong, pull yourself together, move on. But strength is not what you show on the outside. The world tells you, be strong, pull yourself together, move on. But strength is not what you show on the outside. Strength is not breaking down at night when no one can see you. Strength is getting up again in the morning, even when your soul cries out to stay in bed. Strength is still being able to love despite everything, even though you have been broken so many times. But listen to me. These invisible wounds are not your weakness. They are proof that you have survived. Every shadow within you tells of something you have endured, even if it almost destroyed you. Your scars are not a disgrace. They are silent testimonies to your struggles. But they need healing, and healing doesn't start by hiding. Healing starts when you finally stop pretending that everything is fine. It's not a sign of weakness when you say to yourself, I'm tired, I need help, I can't do this alone. It's courage, the greatest courage a person can muster. The deepest wounds are invisible, yes, but invisible does not mean incurable. Your soul has the power to regenerate if you give it space. If you dare to be honest with yourself and perhaps with someone who will listen. Maybe life has taught you that nobody really listens, that everyone just asks, how are you? And doesn't really want to hear the answer. But believe me, there are people who can handle your truth. People who don't run away when they see your darkness. People who don't love you because you're strong, but despite the fact that you're sometimes weak. And you must be worth finding these people. You must love yourself enough to say, I deserve to have my wounds seen. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are a person with invisible scars, and those scars do not make you any less valuable. They make you more real, more profound, more authentic. Perhaps you feel right now that you are at your limit, that every day you are piecing yourself back together like a broken glass. But even a broken glass can refract light differently than an intact one. Your cracks let the light through, the light that gives others hope. Never forget this. Your wounds do not define you, but they speak to your courage. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to say, I can't pretend everything is fine anymore. Because that's when healing begins. Not when you're perfect, not when everything is fine again. Healing begins when you allow yourself to be real. The deepest wounds are the ones no one sees. But now, in this moment, you know they are there, and they deserve your space. You no longer deny them, but acknowledge them. You are not alone in your pain. Even if it is invisible, it connects you to millions of others who are fighting in silence. And maybe, just maybe, your courage to allow this truth is the first step in breaking the vicious cycle. Hang in there. Your invisible wounds will not define you forever, but they will teach you that strength means something completely different from what the world would have you believe. And one day you will look back and understand, it was not your visible victories that made you strong, but your invisible struggles.